Will the state of Maine, Greeley High School, and the Maine Principals Association bend to the will of the Trump administration when it comes to Title IX, or will they fight? That's the question being asked both in Augusta and Washington tonight. Good evening, everyone. I'm Amanda Hill.
And I'm Brian Yacono. Those three entities now have 9 days to give their answers. News
Center Maine's Pearl Small spoke with legal experts today to find out what could happen if they and the federal government don't come to an agreement.
If the Maine DOE, Maine Principals Association, and Greeley High School cannot come to an agreement with the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services within 10 days of Monday's ruling, attorney Brett Socolow says the next step will likely involve litigation.
So the department would sue the entities for noncompliance, and they'd battle it out in court.
Socolow chairs the advisory board of Association of Title IX Administrators. He says in the past, when issues like this came up, it hasn't gone this far.
Schools have come to the table and capitulated and agreed to resolve. So it's never gone to that referral step on something like this. So this would be unprecedented.
The Maine Principals Association statement Tuesday makes it seem unlikely they'll come to an agreement. The group saying the alleged violation is due to MPA's policy, which is a direct result of the Maine Human Rights Act's mandate that athletes be allowed to participate on the teams which align with their gender identity. MPA's policy is consistent with Maine state law. Whether transgender athletes can compete is not directly specified in Title IX, but the Trump administration has interpreted it to mean they can't, and the HHS ruling is a result of the president's executive order to rescind funding from programs that do not comply.
That will be the substance of the litigation is, does Congress need to act to define sex and to determine who can participate in what sport, or is this is the executive order enough to overcome Maine law? You will only find that out when a judge rules on it.
Socolow also says it's important to note the administration's tendency to restrict funding for grants and research. While the law might require them to honor existing contracts, they could retaliate by not renewing those contracts down the line.
The Trump administration could just decide, Maine schools are no longer worthy. And so that's the risk. And no, there's no particular recourse for discretionary grants and research funding.
No matter who wins, a tense relationship between the state and the federal government could pose challenges for the future. In Portland, Pearl Small, News Center, Maine.